Gonna go live for a few minutes, man. Just talking on the channel before the storm comes through to run us a potty. Look, man, a lot of these women that, work in your circle, or you guys that are content creators or content creators around you. See, most people end up dating someone at the workplace, right? Like, it's about shared interests. So you normally meet the woman you want at a job, or well, back in the day, through a friend that knows you and that person, mutual friend, or you just approach her yourself, or she approaches you. You know what I'm saying? At the job or in the vicinity, like maybe not working directly together, but in the same vicinity. So online, when you're a content creator, other content creators are going to find you attractive because they're doing the same thing that you do, and only you understand what they're going through. Like, I can't get any of these doctors to understand my work schedule as a content creator. So sometimes I just tell them I got 9 to 5. That way I don't have to sit here and try to, because they don't take it serious. So a lot of these women, are in your orbit. Like I said, they could be content creators, co-workers, for you guys at your jobs or whatever. They see you making moves, but they just don't, I don't know, they just don't know how to be, they don't know how to be inviting anymore for a man to want to approach them. And then they're not going to approach you because their ego is too big. So they just kind of like study you. And I mean, they study you like a book, like they're studying for a college exam. I mean, they study the crap out of you, man. They're just studying you and studying you. And my question always is, where are you trying to get to with all this studying? What is the end goal? Because they're not ending up with any men. So is it like a defense mechanism, like a trigger, like a trauma, unhealed, to study men looking for vulnerabilities that might, or looking to see if he's going to possibly be the kind of guy that might wig out, or you just looking for that perfect 100% guy? It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. And what I've noticed from a lot of the studying is that women are just making counter. They're looking for vulnerabilities in what men say. They're looking for ways to argue back with men on panels. By studying you, able to rewind it, pause it, all this different stuff, they're able to really go in on the study. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it's sad. You know what I mean? I don't know about all that, bro, but I do know how to hide people from my channel. You know what I'm saying? You guys do me a favor and hit that like button. If you like to troll, I know you think that I'm a new content creator. No, this is a new channel. I'm far from new at this. Just true to this. It's my 4th channel. So if you think I'm that guy that you can pick on, I invite you to try me. You know what I'm saying? I invite you to try me. I love trolling. I don't know why they keep disconnecting me. Every time they disconnect me, it drops all the people out of my doggone live stream. There's something to do with it. But inquiring minds want to know. All this studying. Man, I have so many content creators that just sit around studying me. Yeah, I gotta get up out of here. It's really got me thinking, man. It's really got me thinking. Oh, that person was mad at me. Who cares? Get up out of here. Oh, God. The internet has been weaponized. These females out here, they refuse to approach, but they love to watch. They say they can't stand men, but they love to watch and study us. I don't know about you, but when we say we don't want to deal with women anymore, I know that I'm working all the time. I know that I'm taking care of my kid. I'm not out here dating or studying women at all. At all. So If they claim they're done with men, why do they always study us? Why? Why can't they find anything else to do? Why are they always online dropping hit pieces? Why are they always online either in fake tears or whining about how some Chad stood her up on a date instead of keeping her legs closed and keeping her butt at home? It's ridiculous if you think about it. You would never get triggered again if you think about it properly. Because for someone to sit around and watch you all the time, studying podcasters, you'll see women talking about all these podcasters need to be shut down. So they're watching enough podcasters to trigger them into thinking that they should voice their opinion about wanting us to be shut down. That's crazy talk, man. That means that they're just sitting there, like I said, with their funky butts, not washing their ass, curled up, just inhaling their own funk and watching our videos, eating Cheetos and drinking, soda, eating ice cream, whatever else they can shove down their throat, because doggone well that they're not working out. So they're eating whatever they want to. Taking notes on you while you're posting content, just talking to your soul tribe, sitting there with a pen and a pad, pausing it, doing whatever they got to do, rewinding it, slowing it down or speeding it up in certain parts. And these same women will get online and be like, oh, men are trash, and while they study you like a book. They have no idea what to do in life. If it doesn't revolve around men, they have no idea what to do. It has to involve men in some type of capacity, whether they're, trying to get a man or talking crap about men. It's got something to do with men. They can't live without us. They're not online teaching women how to work out properly. They're not online showing women proper workouts on a regular basis. They're not online teaching women code or teaching women how to get an IT certification. They're not online, for the most part, teaching women about getting credit and business credit and opening up trust and stuff like that. They're not online talking about stocks and bonds or anything like that. They're not talking about none of this stuff. They're online talking to women about bad experiences they've had about men, blaming all men for those bad experiences, and then trauma bonding. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing on a regular basis. It's something about men on a regular basis. They might sprinkle a little bit in about something else, but they don't know nothing about nothing else, so they can't talk too much about it anyway. Only thing that they know is about traumatizing Chads and Tyrones that they picked to lay with, and then complain since, women aren't held accountable for nothing and no one asked them real questions like, who is this guy that you're talking about? What's his resume look like? Does he have a LinkedIn? Where was he working at? You know what I'm saying? Did he have his own place? Did he have his own car? No one asks questions like this. They just get online and make the little dumbass videos, and they're not held accountable. And then when they're not making those dumb videos, they're watching content creators like myself or other content creators that are just men out here putting out what we know and trying to help, the younger group of men that are coming up, and also men our ages and whatnot and older. And these women hate watch us on a regular basis. And then they'll get online and be like, oh, we don't need men, we can't stand men. Why are you watching us so much? Why do you always have something to say? You're even bragging about the fact that you're studying us or watching us a lot. I watch a lot of men, or I know a lot of men. You don't know nobody. You're watching a lot of men online. You don't know nobody. No man can stand being around you like that, whether he's a friend or not. You have no friends. You have no friends. You're studying men online. That's all you're doing. When they talk about, yeah, I got a girl, or I know men, no, you're watching what men are saying online, and you're trying to use that. Because it's always something like, no, listen, I know some men, or I've seen men. You know what I'm saying? I see what men do. I'm observing. Observing who? Not all males are men. So who are you observing? Who have you been watching? Give us a little background. I bet you can't. I bet you won't, right? You sit around, you study men like crazy, you can't get a man, and you want to hate us, but your biology is like, man, he's just looking so good doing that, working out. Women be on there just watching me work out on TikTok. They know they don't want to like me. They think I'm arrogant and cocky, and I'll never, settle for some leftover, but they'll be in there watching me on there. I've had women on TikTok that I've exchanged numbers with, and they end up going off because they say I don't make enough time for them. I'm an avoidant or blah, 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 blah. They jump up in my TikTok and say hi now and again. After, she's already done gone off and, I've already said, all right, well, have a good life. Still jump in on TikTok to watch me nice and veiny working out on there, man. It doesn't matter what they're saying, dude. They're always studying you and watching you. They can't help themselves. Listen, man, we need women for only one thing. Women need you for everything. They have to study you, and their life is like revolves around you or a man or men in general, because look, man, if it wasn't for the creature comforts that have been given to women by men, then it would be she needs a man just to feel safe, just to go from here to there. She needs a man. She needs a last name attached to her to keep these scoundrels off of her. But society is so cush, man. They can just sit and watch you from a distance and think about, well, if I wanted a man, I would go for him. Or if it was a different kind of time, I would go for him. But they don't need you now. I'll just call a cop or whatever. Da 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 da. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? So, you guys, with that being said, I'm telling you, man, right now, a lot of them out here, I'm trying to put this as polite as I can. The studying, man. The studying. I know a lot of you think that I don't want to block you, person, okay? You're obviously some troll or some child. Just keep it trucking. If there's any women watching, stop studying men. You're not in harm's way. You have police, like you said, so there's no reason for you to study men all day. And what you're doing is you're driving yourself insane, and there's no 100% perfect person. Whatever you want to do. That's what I want you to do. Whatever you want to do, you make the decision. I myself want to make sure that I don't end up letting my phone die. So I guess I'm getting up off here soon and going live inside. But the focus has to stay on whatever you're doing. The studying is not going to stop. It's, man, like I was saying, it's one thing to study you, but a lot of these females will study you and then run back to their channels and make content as if they make the content in a way like they're describing you and what kind of advice they would give to you if you would listen. It's very strange, man. It goes along the lines of modern women, they need somebody to need them, and when you don't need nobody, it automatically offends them, and they want to be able to give you advice or something. They want to create some type of value in your life. So when you don't allow them to do that in a cheap way, like, just whatever they're saying, like as far as bringing you peace and just their presence, it triggers the crap out of them. It makes them want to study you, and now they're studying the men that they like. And now they're weird as hell, and the men that they like don't like them. It's a bad place, man, to be. It's a bad place to be. Y'all really need to stop the studying. You have to decide, is it more important to make content, or is it more important to find somebody in life? Because you can study guys that you don't find attractive. You don't have to study the ones you find attractive for content, right? But if you're going to insist on studying men, no, you're not going to get the kind of man that you want. You're not. It's not possible. You're going to come off weird in some type of way. He's going to run. As smart as you think that you are, you're really not. So when you feel like you need to critique men and be a mammy and use your platform to critique the men that you watch too much, know that it's all backfiring on you, and you're not going to be able to get the kind of guy that you want. The one you're dreaming of, because you're studying him. You're watching him. You're critiquing him. Because they're doing more than just studying you. They're critiquing you. They're putting their little 2 cents in about how they feel about you or whatever, or what you should do or how you should move. It's disgusting. And again, they're all single. You know what I mean? There's no way that they can sit there. Well, some of them are married, but for the most part, they're all single. So they have nothing else better to do. I just don't understand what is the point in studying and also going to your channels and critiquing or talking junk about the guys that you find attractive. Because here's the thing. We all know that women don't even see 80% of men. So do you think they're studying that 80%? Or are they studying that 10 or 15%? What do you think they're doing? They're studying the men that they see. They don't even see the 80%. How are you going to get the man that you're studying? I don't get it. I don't get it. When you're doing this studying, what you do is you end up thinking that you're creating these boundaries and standards. No, you're projecting trauma, and you're trying to avoid bad scenarios based off of the horrible relationship choices that you made in the past. You're just bringing that trauma and that crap right into something new and projecting it all over this guy who has nothing to do with you. Just studying him, man. Listen, I want to tell y'all that, it's horrible, and, you guys need to do better, but you know better. You know better. You just can't help yourself. You're in your phone anyway. Might as well study a man that you find attractive. Study the ones you don't find attractive. Post about them. You keep going after the best looking guys so you can have some really good content to post, but you're putting yourself in a place where none of them want you. I'm just being serious, man. You got to do something different. Study the men that you don't find attractive. You want it both ways. You want to be able to study and get notes while getting turned on. That's how lazy y'all are. You want to get turned on while you're studying. You can't even study unattractive men. That's how lazy the modern woman is. She is so turned off by unattractive men, she won't even study them. She has to study an attractive man, villainize him, and then make all this counter content to justify why she'll never be able to get me or you because she doesn't qualify. But yet she can still study. And that's what they do. They study and study, take notes. Like we'll be having discussions in these little panels, or like what I'm doing. Guys will get on here like locker room talk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And women will just come over and be listening to what we're saying, man. And then running back to the and watching you and trying to figure out how you move, trying to figure you out, trying to guess your habits, your routines, weirdo stuff. They'll never reach out to the dude though. They just like to watch. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. That's why we're having issues with them. They're so weird, and they're able to be weird, and no one can say nothing because they'll just gaslight their way out of it. I don't study. Oh, you're talking crazy. Who's going to sit around and watch them? No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you do. That's why all your content is based off of dudes. You're studying us. Anyway, y'all, I don't want to hold y'all too long. Just wanted to get on here and bring this up really quickly. I'm going to try to go live again tonight, even though I got appointments in the morning. Should I reschedule those appointments? Nah. I'm going to go ahead and do them. But, yeah, you guys smash that like button. Go ahead and share the live stream. Always hit that like button. And all the engagement counts. So the comments, you guys drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think they're studying us? Am I being paranoid? Do you think that they're doing too much? Do you mind if they study you and use the information that they're getting from other Sigma males against you? Do you care? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know. Let's talk about it. Anyway, y'all, give me a few minutes and I'll be going live again. Love and light. I'm your brother.